To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go from Nashville. From his own end zone, here we go. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Ooh, got... than they wanted. My heart's racing up here, but fortune on their side this time, partner, as they do get the ball back and are going to have their opening possession after all.
Yeah, definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
They'll run here on first down. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 19. Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
From the gun on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts. New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass play on first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's a give up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by Cedric Gray. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. He's got Pierce. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
fires. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. It looked like those 6 points were theirs. They were right there on the horizon, but a very disappointing way for that to end, as instead they turn it over down near the goal line.
Yeah, I think the word I'd use here, Kate, is bittersweet, because it wasn't all bad. That opening drive still made it right to the edge of the end zone. A lot to build on here, but man, what a painful way for that drive to end.
And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to the air here. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He'll throw it. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next.
That's the end of the first quarter.
We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, but they're still well behind the sticks. 3rd down coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down from the red zone. And he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. Think this might be on the offense. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead. Kickoff taken at the 3.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. He locates Adonai Mitchell. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Colts facing a deficit near the break. And let's count them. 4, 5, yep, 6 DBs. Dime look from the Titans on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Give now to the running back. Who cobbled together a yard there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 18 on second down. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Pierce scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. Now they'll see if they can tack on 1 more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts take a 4-point lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Airing it out to start this drive. It is caught left side. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. First time this game they've looked to him. And it sets up second down.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Looking to throw. He finds Chigakonkwo for the grab. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's out at the 25 where the old touchback would have been, but the choice to leave the end zone costs him 5. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They motion the tight end over. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. simple dive up the middle. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing off the play fake here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by his back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and goal.
Buckle up, it's third and goal. Pass play coming here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts down by only 2 in the fourth. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize a defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
Chooses to bring this one out. Returns looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. They motion the slot man right. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Finds him on the slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Running for the marker on second. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Completes this one to Hill. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense set for a first and 10. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
65.
Back to throw it. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans push this to an 8-point game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans lead by only 2. And on 3rd down, the Colts going with a nickel here. Looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. Still has room inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So this winds up a win for the Titans. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season.